So last night, in my infinite wisdom, I decided to rewatch The Exorcist Believer and give it a second chance.
Why? 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 Why?
Honestly, I don't know why. My name is Scott. I am going to be your host today, and I am going to give you a rundown on The Exorcist Believer on a second rewatch, because I always think that sometimes you need to give things a second chance. Maybe your first rewatch is tainted by the mass opinion around you, is swaying you and making you look at certain things. So I like to give things that I didn't like a decent amount of time and then go back to them and try again. Before we get into this, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I drop a new video. I rewatched this movie last night and I was expecting to take something more from it than I did the first time round. So when I first watched this for the show, I annihilated this in my review. It lacked story, it lacked depth of characters, the pacing was atrocious. The attempt to include every other possible religion in the exorcism process, and in the same time almost insulting every other religion and Catholicism in the process, didn't work for me. The overall delivery and arc of the characters felt meaningless. Bringing in legacy characters for a cheap Avengers Endgame level woo, and then you doing nothing with them, felt cheap and nasty. And all in all, I put this down as David Gordon Green's worst film by a country mile. Forget Halloween Ends, like we know what he done to that. This is worse. So I decided a second chance is what's in order, because maybe my opinions changed. Maybe I was just looking at it all wrong. I was not. I was genuinely expecting to do this video and do The Exorcist Believer. We were all wrong, but we weren't. We were all absolutely right. This rewatch honestly is painful. The pacing is so slow. The first half is meant to be a build and character development, but they don't develop the characters or the relationships between the characters enough to make me actually care. So we have a dad and daughter here who, I don't know, the dad is borderline just weird. He's like, oh no, you can't do this, you can't do that. And yes, I know he's a widow, but he's just weird with it. It doesn't come across authentic. And then you've got the other religious family, the parents in that are like, yeah, we kind of don't give a shit what you do. You just, their kid, you just get on and do it. But the whole going off into the woods and getting possessed and not giving us any context and any visuals as to how or why that happened, honestly, is absolute BS. Like, that is just, what is the point? Why are we here? You just wanted to possess the girls. You may as well have just done it, gone, we're going to start the movie, these girls are possessed. Because what you've done to explain it, done nothing whatsoever. The misuse of a legacy character of the caliber of that actress. Ellen Bernstein is incredible and doesn't work very often anymore. And she's openly said she'd come back to this because they gave her a huge check that she got to donate to various different charities. They misused her so badly that they've damaged not only the legacy of that character, but the legacy of Ellen Bernstein. The fact that they brought her in to be almost like a Lorraine Warren style character, where she comes in, she consults and she helps save the day. They then stabbed her in the eyes, which, yeah, I get it, kill a legacy character, great, but they didn't kill her. They kept her alive because they knew that they might need a nostalgia pop for the next movie. And they gave her this weird Neo from the Matrix Revolutions. I can't remember which one it is. The one where he's blind and he does the... they do that. And again, no reason to do that. It was criminal. Also, then, at the end, bringing back Reagan was just the most cheap Avengers Endgame level pop they wanted. And it done nothing. It done nothing to advance the story.
Reagan.
At the end of this film, there are multiple people dead, none of which I care about. Like, none of these characters I could give two shits about. Even the young girls, as great as the actresses were, and both of them put in top-notch performances, their characters are unlikable because of the way they're written. I kind of don't know where else to go with this, apart from this is a dreadful movie. It was a dreadful movie on release, and I gave it a second chance, and I wanted it to be good. But it's still not. It's still a terrible, terrible movie. David Gordon Green's worst movie by far, and I'm including Halloween Ends, and arguably the worst exorcism/possession film ever made. So on that cheery note, if you did enjoy this movie, let me know. And don't just go, I liked it. Like, put in the comments why you liked it, because, again, maybe I missed something that you picked up on. Maybe this done something on a personal level for you that it didn't do for me. And I'm genuinely curious to get other people's takes on movies, especially if they're different to mine. However, if your opinion is the same as mine and you hated it, let me know why. Even if you just put I hated it, I get it. I don't need explanation. But until next time, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys.